Hey everybody, welcome to class today. Today is going to be a 50-minute level 2-3 strength building class. So in this class, I'm using a bench for most of the second 3/4 of the class. If you don't have a bench, that's totally fine. You can use a chair, you can use a couch, you can use anything that's just like a slightly elevated surface, preferably something that's not going to move. I have a little bit of a drama at some point because this keeps sliding and I have to move around a bit. So definitely try and find something that is stable and not going to move, that you can put your feet on and you're not worried about having feet on it. If you enjoy these classes, please remember to like and subscribe and tell a friend. And if you've got comments or feedback, please let me know in the comments section below. I love to hear from you. We are going to get started today in a high plank pose. So if there's anything that you need to do to warm up first, please do that, and then I will meet you there. Bye. Starting in your high plank pose, engage through your legs, wrists underneath the shoulders or slightly in front, energy out through the crown of the head and through the heels. Take 5 deep breaths here. From here, you can take your feet a little bit wider if you need to. You're going to take your right fingertips, touch them lightly to your left shoulder. Draw the right hip down so it stays in line with the left. Keep pressing energy through the left foot. Take the right hand down, switch it up. Draw the left hip down slightly as you tap the left fingertips lightly to the right shoulder. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, right hand taps left shoulder. Set it down. Left hand taps right shoulder. Inhale, set it down. You're going to do one more on each side, nice and slow. Come to your high plank pose. Hands will stay grounded. Walk the feet back in hips distance apart. Ground down through the left ball of the foot as you float the right leg back behind you at the height of the hip. From here, you're just going to make circles on the back wall. So the whole leg is moving in the hip socket, like you're drawing a circle on the wall behind you with your toes. Nothing else in the body is moving. You're going to change directions. And then bring it back down, switch it out, ground down through the right foot, float the left leg to the height of the hip, and take circles in one direction, trying to keep the rest of the body still. And change direction. Make sure your shoulders haven't crept up to your ears. Come back to your high plank pose. Send the hips all the way up and back. Downward facing dog. Keep your arms as they are as you inhale. Bring the knees to hover like a long bear pose. And then as you exhale, press back to downward dog. Inhale, come into this crouching bear. And then as you exhale, straighten it out. We're going to do 3 more here. And then we're going to make this a smaller range of movement. Come back into your little crouch. You're going to go halfway up, bring it back down. Halfway up, bring it back down. We're going to do 8 more of these. You should really feel the fronts of your thighs, your quads starting to engage here. 4 more. Straighten the legs all the way, downward dog. On your next inhale, if you can, both at the same time, you're going to tap the elbows to the floor, keep them facing backwards. And then as you exhale, straighten downward dog. Inhale, the elbows tap to dolphin. Exhale, straighten them out. We've got 6 more here.
Time you're going to keep your elbows down on the floor, dolphin pose. Walk your feet a little longer if you need to. As you inhale, shift forward. See if you can tap your nose beyond your thumbs. And then as you exhale, press back to dolphin. Inhale, shift forward, tap your nose. Exhale to dolphin. You can always lower your knees here or make this a smaller range of movement. We've got 8 more. You might have to keep working your elbows back underneath your shoulders. From here, walk your feet back, forearm plank. We're going to take a couple of breaths here. Keep your forearms parallel. Your palms can face each other or they can face the floor. Isometrically draw your elbows and your toes towards each other to make sure your face isn't falling towards the floor. Three more breaths. Engage through your legs. Slowly lower the knees, lower the legs, lower the hips. Sphinx pose, pull the chest forward. This is a really active pose, so you're drawing the elbows back towards the hips and you're lengthening the tailbone away from the lower rib cage. Gaze is neutral down at the thumbs. You can take a neck stretch here if you wanted to turn your head from side to side or go ear to shoulder. I'm always alarmed at the minimal amount of movement that I have in my neck when I do that. Take one more breath here. And then as you exhale, lower all the way down. Bring your hands behind your head like you're under a rest. Your elbows are going to go wide and they're going to stay floating. Take an inhale. As you exhale, lengthen the back of the neck by pressing the back of the head into the hands and then press down through the feet. Start to lift the head up. It might not come very far, and that's okay. Inhale, slowly lower it down. Exhale, press the pubic bone down. Peel the chest off. Keep those elbows wide. Inhale, bring it down. We've got 8 more here. Don't get frustrated if you can't come up very far. If you're watching me, you'll notice that I barely lift off the floor, and that's okay. That's where the work is for me. I'm keeping it in my upper back. I'm keeping it in that strength, and that's what we want. You don't want to just dump into your lower back. That's not going to achieve anything except for jamming up your facet joints. Got 6 more. Last one. Bring those hands back underneath the shoulders, elbows pin into the sides, tuck the toes, inhale. As you exhale, your knees can be down, press to high plank pose, and then all the way into downward dog. Inhale, ripple forward into your plank pose. Chaturanga, as you exhale, lower the knees if you need to, elbows go towards the back of the room and hold. Walk your feet up a little bit. Everything else is like plank. Your legs are strong, your abs are strong, your neck is relaxed, but your face isn't falling towards the floor. We're just doing a shitload of work and through the arms. Take 3 more breaths. Press the floor away. Downward facing dog. Look towards the top of the mat. Step, walk, or float your feet to the back of your hands. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. One more like that. Inhale, lengthen the crown of the head forward, the tailbone back. Exhale, forward fold. Generous bend in the knees. Drop the tail as you peel the spine all the way up into standing. Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, step, walk or float, chaturanga. Lower all the way to the floor. Untuck the toes. Inhale, baby cobra. Option to lift the hands. Exhale, press the floor away, high plank. Come back into your chaturanga, into your plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look towards the top of the mat, step, walk, or float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step, walk, or float. Chaturanga. Pause. Lower all the way down. Inhale, your cobra. Exhale, press the floor away. High plank. Inhale into your chaturanga this time. Exhale into your plank. Downward facing dog. Step, walk, or float to the top. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Don't worry if you're not with my count. Inhale, raise all the way up. Exhale, fold all the way forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step, walk, or float, chaturanga. Pause. Lower all the way down. Inhale, baby cobra, strengthen the back body. Exhale, press the floor away, high plank. Inhale into your chaturanga. Exhale into your high plank, straight into down dog. Bend the knees as you inhale. Exhale, step, walk, or float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, raise. We're going to do 3 more rounds like that. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, your vinyasa. Remember, hold that pause in your chaturanga. Step, walk, or float to the top. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, raise all the way up. Trying to find my bobby pin. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, your vinyasa. Step, walk, or float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise. Last round. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, your vinyasa. Step, walk, or float to the top. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, hold. Make sure you can see your toes, weight into the heels, neutral spine, shoulders out of the ears. Even weight between both sides of the foot, inside and outside. One more breath. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, take it through your vinyasa. And that second chaturanga is always optional. Step the right leg forward. We're coming into crescent lunge. Inhale. We're in hold, and then we're going to add movement. Draw the right hip back. Left hip forward slightly. Neutralize through the spine. And grow your arms out of your rib cage. So don't just pull your shoulders to your ears. Think of lengthening all the way from the ribs. On your next inhale, you're going to dip the back knee, bring the hands to, or bring the arms to like a airplane wings. And then as you exhale, straighten the back leg. Inhale, bring the arms down, dip the knee. Exhale, crescent lunge. We're just going to do 3 more here. Inhale into your crescent. And then as you exhale, take it through your vinyasa. Option to keep that right leg floating. Step your left leg forward, set yourself up for crescent on the other side. on your next inhale, you're going to dip the back knee as you bring the arms down. And then as you exhale, come back to crescent. Inhale, palms face down, airplane wings. Exhale, crescent lunge. 3 more. Keep pressing through the left big toe. Inhale in your crescent lunge. Exhale, take it through your vinyasa. Look to the top, step, walk, or float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, press to stand. Surya B. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, your vinyasa. Right leg steps. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale. Inhale, dip the back knee. Exhale, crescent. Inhale, warrior 3. As you exhale, plant the hands. Take a big spirit hop towards the back of the mat. And then take it through your vinyasa. That is, of course, completely optional. You could just step back from your warrior 3. Left leg steps. Inhale, crescent lunge. Take an exhale here. Inhale, dip the back knee. Exhale, crescent lunge. Inhale, warrior 3. Plant the hands as you exhale. Hop the left leg to the back of the mat. Maybe you catch some air time. Take it through your vinyasa. Step, walk, or float to the top. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, stand. Just 2 more like that. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, your vinyasa. Right leg steps. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale here. Inhale, dip the back knee. Exhale, warrior 3. Inhale here. Exhale, plant the hands. Hop all the way back. I realized that I did a different breathing pattern there. That's okay. Step the left leg forward. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale here. Inhale, dip the back knee. This time as you exhale, straight into warrior 3. Hold for your inhale. Plant the hands, spirit hop. Exhale, vinyasa. Look to the top, step, walk, or float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, press to stand. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, your vinyasa. Right leg steps. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale here. Inhale, dip the back knee. Exhale, woo, warrior 3. Hold for your inhale. Hands come down, spirit hop. Exhale, vinyasa. Left leg steps. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale to hold. Inhale, dip the back knee. Exhale, straight into your warrior 3. Inhale here. Exhale, plant the hands. Spirit hop all the way to the back of the mat. Look to the top, step, walk, or float. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Bring your hands down. Just walking back so that I'm in line with my fan. Bring your hands down in line with your shoulders. Ground down evenly through the feet. And then shift the weight to the left foot. Make sure the left knee doesn't cave in. As you exhale, draw the right knee into the chest. Left knee is going to stay as it is. You're going to inhale here. As you exhale, keep the right knee bent. You're just going to kick it back behind you like a donkey kick. Inhale, draw it into the chest. Exhale, send it back. Inhale, draw it forward. The horses are coming to the fence. My dog is going to freak out. Inhale it in. Exhale it back. We're going to do 4 more here. Good boy. We're trying to teach him not to bark at the horses. He mostly does it because he can't stand the fact that another animal will get attention aside from him. Set it back down into your chair. Shift the weight into the right leg. Draw the left knee into the chest on your next exhale. Hold it for a cycle. Keep the left knee bent. As you exhale, you're going to send it back behind you like a little donkey kick. Inhale, draw it back into the chest. Exhale, send it back. Inhale, draw it in. We're going to do 6 more. My dog is the ultimate FOMO monster. One more. Inhale, chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, your vinyasa. Look forward, step the right leg forward. Inhale, crescent lunge. As you exhale, we're going to come straight into our warrior 3. As you inhale, you're just going to tap, so keep your hands long, you're just going to tap them to the floor or a block or close to the floor in front of you, but keep reaching long. And then as you exhale, you're going to come back into your warrior 3. Inhale, don't let that left hip open, tap your fingers long in front of you. And then as you exhale, come back up, warrior 3. So you're imagining that you've got a pole attached between your fingertips and your back toes, and you're just pivoting around your hip. I'm sure that that's not what it really looks like, but that's what you're imagining. We're just going to do 1 more here. And then you're going to come stand all the way up, left knee into the chest, sweep the arms overhead, take an inhale here. As you exhale, without sending your shoulders back, extend the left leg long. Inhale to bend. Exhale, extend the knee. Inhale to bend. We're going to do 8 more of these. You're going to hinge back forward, coming into your warrior 3. Take an inhale. As you exhale, plant the hands, spirit hop to the back of the mat. You could always take a handstand there if you felt like it, and take it through your vinyasa. Well, that little sequence on this side, and then we're going to bring the bench into play. So step your left leg forward. Inhale, come into your crescent lunge. And then as you exhale, straight into your warrior 3. Keeping those hands long, keeping the right leg internally rotating. You're going to tap the fingers down long in front of you. And then as you exhale, pull it back up. Inhale, bring it down. So maybe those hands don't come anywhere near the floor. That's fine. You're just reaching them really long. Exhale, bring it back up. We're going to take 4 more here. Last one. Come all the way to standing. Right knee draws into the chest. Arms sweep overhead. Take an inhale here. Don't send the shoulders back. Don't tuck under the tail. As you exhale, extend the right knee. Inhale, bend. Exhale, extend as much as you can. Inhale to bend. 8 more here. Hinge back forward via your warrior 3. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, plant the hands. Take a spirit hop, maybe catch a second in a handstand. Take it through your vinyasa. And then come into your downward dog. You're going to orientate yourself so that your bench or your couch or whatever it is that you're using is at the back of the mat behind you. And we're going to start with the right foot on the bench. You can have your toes tucked or you can have the foot flat. I'm going to have my toes tucked. We're going to do a modified sun salutation. So you're going to inhale, sweep those arms up and overhead. Exhale, you're going to fold forward, straight front leg. Inhale, come into a halfway lift. So this is like a supported warrior three, but surprisingly hard. And then as you exhale, you're going to plant the hands. Option to step the left leg back or keep it floating. You're going to do a chaturanga here. Press it back up. Option for a second chaturanga. Press it back up. Both feet meet. We're in a downward dog on the bench. My bench seems like it's going to move. Should have thought that out. We're going to stay in this downward dog. You could come to the floor here. As you inhale, you're going to bend your elbows to the side so you can tap your head towards the floor, and then exhale, press away. Don't worry, we're only doing 4 more. Inhale to bend. Exhale, press away. 3 more. Take your hands back to shoulder distance apart. We're going to step that left leg forward again. Come into a deep bend on that left leg. As you inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Inhale, we're going to come into that bend. As you exhale, straighten the front leg, forward fold. Inhale, come into that supported warrior three. Maybe the arms come wide. As you exhale, plant the hands, step the foot back, chaturanga. Inhale into your plank. Exhale, downward dog. Just one this time. You're going to inhale, bend the elbows, tap the crown of the head. Exhale, press it away. Step the left leg forward. Deep bend in the knee as you inhale. Straighten the arms. Exhale, straighten the leg, forward fold. Inhale, supported warrior three. Exhale, plant the hands, step the foot back, chaturanga. Inhale into your plank. Exhale into your downward dog. Inhale, bend the elbows, tap the crown of the head. Exhale, press the floor away. Step the left foot forward, deep bend in the knee. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, straighten the front leg, fold. Inhale, supported warrior three. Exhale, step it back, chaturanga. Inhale into your plank. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, tap the crown of the head. Exhale, press it away. We're coming to the right leg. Step the right leg forward. Inhale, you're going to come all the way to standing. Straighten the front leg. Exhale, fold forward over that straight front leg. Inhale, come into that supported warrior three. Exhale, my bench keeps moving away. You're going to step it back. Take your chaturanga. You could always just hang out in plank there. Downward facing dog. This time you're going to walk yourself back into that plank. You're going to take your hands wide. I like to turn my fingers in a bit, but find what's comfortable for your wrists. We're going to take push-ups. Again, we're just going to do 5. Inhale. See if you can tap your chest towards the floor, but don't leave your hips behind. Exhale, press it back up. Really strong through the thighs. The whole body moves as one plank unit. 3 more. Walk yourself back into that downward facing dog. Step that right leg forward. Deep bend in the right knee as you inhale, straighten the arms. Exhale, straighten the leg, forward fold. Inhale, supported warrior three. Exhale, take it through your vinyasa. Come into the downward dog. We're back into those pike push-ups. Just one. Inhale, crown of the head comes down, elbows wide. Exhale, press up. Step the right leg forward, deep bend. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, plant the hands. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, supported warrior three. Exhale. Now we come into our chaturanga. And then our elevated downward dog. Crown of the head comes down as you inhale. Exhale, downward dog. Step that right leg forward, deep bend in the right knee. As you inhale, sweep the arms up. Straighten the right leg. Exhale, forward fold. Supported warrior 3. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale through your vinyasa. Not much of a vinyasa. It's just a really hard push-up. Downward dog. Crown of the head to the floor. Inhale, elbows wide. Exhale, press it away. Right foot steps forward, deep bend in the knee. Inhale, sweep the arms up. This is our last one. Exhale, straighten front leg, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, take it through your chaturanga. Downward facing dog. Last one, elbows come wide. Inhale, tap the crown of the head. Exhale, press it away. Right leg steps forward. Inhale, come into that lunge. And then as you exhale, step to the top of your mat. Who knew that sun salutations could get hard? Okay, you're going to come to the back of your mat or wherever your bench is. We're going to take a chair pose. It's going to be more like squats. Inhale, you're going to sink your hips low. See if you can tap your chair or bench just to hover. And then exhale, press forward. Inhale, send those hips way, way, way back, and that chest comes forward. Don't round through your spine. So don't lead with your chest. It's like I've got a string attached to your sternum, and it's up on a diagonal at the corner of your roof. And then exhale, that string is going to pull you back to standing. Inhale, someone's pressing you back at the hips, someone's pulling you forward at the sternum as you sit into your chair. And then as you exhale, press to stand. We do 3 more, nice and slow like this. Keep your toes down. Don't let your toes lift. Even weight through both sides of the feet. Exhale, press through the legs. Sternum comes forward. This is really going to help you with your, not only your chair pose in your yoga, but your squats and also just your day-to-day life. Sit to stand is a really, really functional exercise that we do all day, every day, without even thinking about it. We do 1 more. Come to standing. We're going to try this single leg. Your first option would be to come to the right toes. You could send the right heel in front of you, or you could send the right toes a little bit behind you, but most of your weight is in that left foot. You could also float your right leg. Hands on the hips this time. Both hips go back evenly. As you inhale, send the hips back, sternum forward. And then as you exhale, that sternum leads you forward. Drive through that leg to stand. As you inhale, teeter-totter, hips back. Reach the arms forward if you can keep the hips even. Slow tap. And then look, as you exhale, the sternum comes forward. That's what helps you to get up. If you try and drive straight up, you're not going to get anywhere. It's going to be hard. We do 3 more. So this is like a single leg squat. This is going to help you with your single leg chairs. Really focusing on trying to keep that left knee as stable as you can. Try not to let it collapse in. That's going to help you keep your hips stable. Keeping your hips stable is also vice versa going to help your knee. I think I did 1 extra. We're going to switch it out. You're going to stand on the right leg. Take that left foot to where you want it to be. Remember, one side might be different to the other. Start with your hands on the hips. Hips go back evenly as you can. Send the hips back, chest forward, bend the knee. Even weight through the foot. Don't lose your toes. And then as you exhale, bring the sternum forward first without rounding out to lift. Inhale, sit it back. Exhale, stand it up. Woo! This side is hard. You're going to do 4 more here. One more. Beautiful. We're going to take our sun salutations. We're going to add a jump. So make sure that your bench is stable, which mine is not. So let's see how this goes. We're going to come into our chair pose. Inhale. As you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. As you exhale, you're either going to step or float your feet to the bench. Come into your chaturanga. Inhale. Exhale, press up. 4 more. Inhale. Exhale, press up. 3 more. Step that right leg forward. I'm going to bring the top of my left foot to the bench, but you can keep your toes tucked if you want to. Keep a bend in that right knee. As you inhale, you're going to straighten the, as you exhale, you're going to straighten the leg. Inhale, bend the knee. Make sure that knee isn't coming way forward of the toes. Exhale to stand. Inhale to bend. We've got 8 more of these. Inhale into that bend, and then as you exhale, bring those hands down, take it through your vinyasa, or you can meet in that downward dog. Guess what? We have more upside down work. So you could totally stay here. This might be enough. Otherwise, you're going to stay in this pike. Shift the weight to the left hand, and take your feet wider if you need to. You're going to tap your right fingertips to your left shoulder. Inhale them down. Exhale, left fingertips, right shoulder. Inhale them down. Just like we did in that plank at the start, you're trying to keep your hips as still and even as you can. We're going to do 3 more on each side. Try and keep that pike. One more each side. You're going to step that left leg forward. Once again, I'm bringing the top of my foot to the bench, but you don't have to. You're going to take a deep bend into that front knee, and then as you exhale, you're going to stand it all the way up. Hands to hips, keep them even. Inhale, come into that lunge. It's like a crescent with the back leg floating. Exhale, bring it all the way to stand. We've got 9 more. If you need to hinge forward a little bit at the hips, you can, but don't lead with your chest, so don't curl into it. Inhale into the lunge, sweep the arms. Exhale, take it through your vinyasa, or meet us in a plank pose. All right, are you ready? So you could definitely just stay here in a plank and work on shoulder taps. You could come back into a pike and work on shoulder taps. You could come from plank to this elevated downward facing dog, or we're going to combine the two. So I'm going to take my right hand, tap it to my left shoulder, send my hips back into a pike, inhale it back in. Set the right hand down, left hand taps right shoulder, send your hips up and back, try and keep them even, come back to center, set it down. My bench is moving all over the place and it's a little bit scary, but I am taking that as an extra challenge. I would encourage you to have a really stable bench. So if you've got a bench or a chair that you're working with, make sure that it's backed up against the wall or a countertop or something that is not moving, because I don't want to be responsible for you injuring yourself. We're taking it side to side. After this one, we're going to do 1 more on each side. You're going to come into your plank. Look forward, step, walk, or float your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Open mouth, exhale, forward fold. Generous bend in the knees, ragdoll yourself all the way to standing. Wait for me to get a drink. Inhale, sweep those arms up and overhead. Exhale, samasti tihi. We're going to take a little break, working break. You're going to come back to your bench. You're going to have your hands on the bench, fingers facing forward. You're going to walk yourself out a little bit. Try and keep your butt close, but not so close that you're going to hit the bench. Legs can come long or legs can stay bent, whatever your preference is. Keep those elbows facing back. We're going to do dips. This is going to help with your chaturangas. So as you inhale, you're going to lower the body down, elbows come back, shoulders back, collarbones wide. As you exhale, you're going to straighten the arms, option to pull right leg into chest. Inhale, come down, lower the leg. Exhale, straighten the arms, option left knee to chest. Inhale, bring it down. We're doing 8 more. One more. Did you like your little break? We're going to come back to the top of the mat. Once again, you could step back or I'm going to jump back. Inhale, come into your chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step, walk, float, jump to your bench, chaturanga. Inhale into your plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. You're going to come back into your plank pose. Take an inhale. You're going to lift the right leg, just like we did at the start. The hips stay even. You're going to draw right knee to the chest, and then as you inhale, you're going to shoot it under the bench. Exhale to the chest, inhale over. Exhale chest, inhale under. Exhale chest, inhale over. We're just doing 3 more on each side of the bench. Come back to your plank pose. Float that left leg. Exhale to the chest. Inhale under. Exhale to the chest. Inhale over. 4 more each side of the bench. Walk yourself all the way back into your downward facing dog. Okay. From here, you're going to inhale. I'm going to have to change the orientation of my bench. I hope that you guys can still see me. This is just moving all over the place. Technical difficulties. Okay. Hopefully you can see me, but if you can't, you're just going to have to listen to what I'm saying. You're going to come into that downward dog on the bench. You're going to inhale, sweep your right leg up behind you. And then as you exhale, shift forward, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, 3-legged dog on the bench. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. We're going to do 3 more here. This is still moving. Gonna have to face you. This is going to be a really weird angle now, but I'm sure that we can all deal with it. We've got 2 more. You're going to come back into that plank. Downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. Inhale, 3-legged dog. As you exhale, shift forward, tap left knee, left elbow. Inhale, take it back. We've got 4 more here. Come back into that downward dog. Right leg is going to lift again. As you exhale, this time cross. Right knee, left elbow. Inhale, bring it back up. 4 more this side. Downward dog. Left leg lifts as you inhale. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, bring it up. 4 more. Inhale, bring it up. And then as you exhale, you're going to step, walk, or float yourself to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Generous bend in the knees, ragdoll yourself all the way to standing. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. As you exhale, lift the toes. You're going to come down into a little ball, little crouch, and then you're going to make your way all the way down onto the floor. Alrighty, nearly done. You're going to lie on your back, and you're going to have those feet up on the bench. So we're going to do bridge. So if you haven't guessed, the bench just adds like a whole new element to all of our regular exercises. So I like to have my feet on the edge of my bench. You can have your feet on the top, it doesn't really matter. Feet or hips distance apart. You can float your arms overhead or behind you or down by your sides. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to press into the feet, lift the hips up. Don't go so high that you're on your neck. Inhale, slow, control, lower down. Exhale, lift up into your bridge pose. Inhale, slow, lower down. We're going to do 8 more here. Bring it down. Now you're going to let your legs rest over the bench. You can come really close or really far. We're going to do crunches or sit-ups. It really depends on what's available in your body. You're going to bring your hands behind your head. Take an inhale. Relax those legs. Imagine that your thigh bone weighs a ton and it's just dropping into your hip joint. You're not using your hip flexors. As you exhale, peel your rib cage towards your pelvis. And then inhale, roll it down. Exhale, head is heavy. Let it relax into the hands, elbows wide. Inhale, peel it down. We're going to do 8 more here. If you can do it without using momentum, you could come all the way up as if you were coming into boat pose. Try and keep your legs on the bench. See if you can tap your toes. I don't know how I'm going to make that happen in my body. It seems impossible, but I've seen people do it, so I know that it can be done. We're going to do 6 more here. And roll it all the way down. Last hard thing to do today, we're going to do a single leg bridge. So you're going to float your right leg into tabletop. So at the moment, it's in line with the left. It's just that your right heel is floating. Keep it like that. Take an inhale. As you exhale, hips stay even as you press into the left foot, lift up. Inhale, slow, bring it back down. Exhale, lift up, single leg bridge. Inhale, bring it back down. We've got 8 more on this side. Use your arms as much as you need to. Try and keep that pelvis and torso even. One more. Ugh. It's the mountain climbers. I think these are my least favorite exercise. You're going to switch to the other side. Take a nice deep inhale. Left leg is floating. And then as you exhale, press down through the right heel. Lift up. Inhale, bring it down. 9 more. Last one. You can move away from your bench or you can use it as a prop. You're going to send your left leg long. Bring your right knee up, right leg up towards the sky. Grab behind the ankle, the calf, the thigh. Take a couple of circles with your right ankle. And then you're going to switch it out. Bring that left leg up, send that right leg long. We're going to come into a reclined pigeon. Once again, you can use the bench if you want to. You're going to cross your right ankle over your left knee. You could come into a double pigeon here, your sleeping pigeon. You could come into your figure 4 bridge, whatever feels good for you here. And then when you're ready, you're going to switch it out, other side. When you're ready, you're going to come into your favorite spinal twist. So send your arms long, take the knees over to one side. Come back through center, take it over to the other side. Ready, coming through center, draw the knees in towards the chest, roll the nose up towards the knees, take any other movements that you feel like you need, and take a nice deep inhale. Big open mouth, exhale, let it all go. Please feel free to stay here as always, as long as what serves you. As always, thank you so much for practicing and playing with me today. Today, as you go forward, may you be creative in your thoughts, genuine in your words, and have kindness in your heart. Namaste.